What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe podcast. My name is Matt, and should the Indianapolis Colts trade for Chase Young? I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts in just a minute, but before I do that, if you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack that like button. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. What do you guys think? Do you think they should trade for Chase Young or should they pass on Chase Young? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I am curious to read what you guys have to say. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. I talk about anything on Twitter, right? As long as it's something that interests me. NFL, NBA, college football, college basketball, movies, TV, video games, random things. It doesn't matter. If it's something that interests me, I'm going to talk about it on Twitter. So if it's something that interests you, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Like I said, link in the description down below. So, a few days ago, there was an article floating around saying that the Washington Commanders are now open to listening to trade offers for Chase Young. Now, there's been rumors about them trading Chase Young for quite a while, right? All off season. I've been seeing, the Commanders are going to trade Chase Young to this team and stuff like that, right? So this is something that has been rumored for a while, right? Now, we must remember, just because it's in an article does not mean it's true. It could be false, right? We've seen countless times in any sport. Name the sport, it's happened in this sport where there's a player that wants to be moved. A player's going to go to this team. A team is going to trade this player, right? And it ends up not being true, right? Like Washington could see, this article and be like, what are they talking about? We're not going to trade Chase Young. But it also could be true because we've seen articles where a player wanted to be moved or a player is going to go to this team or a team was going to move a player and it actually ended up happening. So it could be real. It could be false. We don't truly know. So let's just let things play out, right? But let's say he is moved. Should the Colts trade for Chase Young? Chase Young, his rookie season was fantastic. Played 15 games. Had 44 total tackles, 32 were solo, 7.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries. If it wasn't for him, I think Julian Blackmon wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. But yeah, Chase Young, he was really, really good his rookie season. But then year 2, he had a pretty significant injury that knocked him out for the majority of last season, right? Or I should say about half of last season, because he did miss 8 games in 2021. Played 9 games, had 26 total tackles, 15 were solo, had 1.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Still a good year, was on track to have another really good year, but had a significant injury that kept him out for the rest of that season, as well as most of the 2022 season, because he played 3 games. It was the final 3 games of the year, had 5 total tackles, 3 solo, 2 were assisted. So he is a very talented player. He just had a pretty significant injury that I think has affected how some people look at Chase Young. But still a very good player. He's in his final year of his rookie deal, so that's something to keep in mind because the Commanders declined to, use that 5th-year option on Chase Young. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Anyway, should the Colts trade for Chase Young? I think he's a very talented player. It's a very, very good player, but I'm going to say no. I don't think they should trade for Chase Young, and there's a couple of reasons. Reason number 1 is the financial part of it. Look, they could afford it. They have, $21 million in cap room, so they can use part of that cap space on Chase Young, and they would be okay. But you got to remember, there's 2 players they're going to extend. Okay, whether you want them to or not, they're going to extend these two players, and that's Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor. And honestly, it's going to happen within the next 2 to 3 months. It's not going to happen after the season. You're going to see Pittman get his offer, and you're going to see Taylor get his offer. And I'm telling you, Jonathan Taylor is going to be first, then it's going to be Michael Pittman. Jonathan Taylor is going to reset the market, as some people have predicted it will happen. He's going to reset the market. And then Michael Pittman Jr., while he won't be the highest paid receiver, I believe he's going to have a really nice contract. I think he's going to be very happy at the end of the day. So you got to take care of those players. Like, if Chase Young had an additional season, right? So he would have this year, next year, and then you can use that fifth-year option? Absolutely. At that point, I probably would trade for Chase Young because very good player. However, again, he's entering his final year. You got to extend Michael Pittman. You got to extend Jonathan Taylor. I don't think you can use the fifth-year option because I believe the date you had to use it by has passed. I could be wrong, but I believe it has passed. So you're going to have him for a year, and then you got to extend him. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to rent him for a year, right? If I was going to trade for a player like Chase Young, I would want to extend them as soon as the trade happens, just like what they did with DeForest Buckner. They extended him as soon as the trade was made. So I wouldn't do it because of that, but also we have some other players on the roster that I think should get an opportunity to play on the edge. Kwity Paye, I thought Kwity Paye played really well, had some injuries and stuff that affected how his stats looked, but when he was healthy, he was a very good player, and he definitely would be starting if Chase Young was traded to Indianapolis, but I want to see Dio. I think Dio's going to get a lot of opportunities, so I want to see Dio. I want to see Double A, the rookie we got from Northwestern. I want to see him get some opportunities as well. I want to see Tyquan Lewis get some opportunities. I like Tyquan Lewis. I think when Tyquan Lewis is healthy, he's a very good player. He fits his role very, very well, and he's very valuable to this team. So I want to see those guys, Dio, Tyquan, Double A. I want to see them get some opportunities. Look, I'm not going to pronounce Double A's name because I'm going to be wrong. I know I'm going to be wrong. I don't care. Is it what? Adibawel? Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But Double A, that's his name. That's what I'm calling him. I want to see him get some opportunities. You know what I mean? Also, I think we're going to see... I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong on this, but Samson Ebukam, I want to see him. I think he's going to play on the edge, and I want to see him get some opportunities as well, and I want to see him get as much as possible if they're going to play him on the edge, right? He's a linebacker, but maybe he'll have like a similar role to a TJ Watt. He's a linebacker, but he plays on the edge, that type of thing. I want to see those guys get as many snaps as possible, especially Double A. I want to see the rookies get as many opportunities as possible. So because of the financial reason as well as giving other guys an opportunity, I'm not going to trade for Chase Young. Okay, again, if he had 2 more years, plus you could use that fifth-year option, so technically 3 years as a possibility for Chase Young, then yeah, I would trade for him. But I don't think you can use that fifth-year option, so I'm not going to, want to trade for a player and only have him for a year, not have the money to bring him back. You know what I mean? So there's my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new or if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. Also click your the bell icon. It's not your bell icon, it's YouTube. So click it. That way you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. I don't know when, but I think I'm going to start going live more often. I think I'm going to. And it's going to be more like chill chats. It's probably going to be July, if I had to guess, is when I would go live. Let's get my personal life stuff taken care of. I'm going to be moving, so I want to get that taken care of before I give you guys a date when I go live. But I do plan on going live at some point this year. So make sure you click the bell icon so you're notified when that happens. Also, if you liked the video, smack the like button. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. And if you have a Twitter Make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There's a link in the description down below. This video fell apart towards the end. Very sorry for that, but thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.